Welcome to Car Garage, your go-to spot for deep dives into armored beasts and war machines. Today, we're steering away from the usual road vehicles and diving into a true giant of military history, the T29 Heavy Tank. Though it never saw active service, the T29 stands tall as one of the most fascinating prototypes to come out of World War II, designed specifically to counter the massive German tanks like the Tiger II. From its powerful gun to its impressive armor and advanced optics, this American behemoth is a tank enthusiast's dream. The T29 was conceived in 1944, a time when the US military needed something to stand up to the increasing threat of heavily armored German tanks. While the war ended before the T29 could enter production, the tank itself was far from a failure. It became an experimental platform that would influence post-war heavy tank development. Its design is imposing, a long, sleek hull with sharply angled armor, topped by an enormous turret that looks like it could double as a small bunker. And that's no exaggeration, the turret is among the thickest ever designed for an American tank at the time. Let's talk about firepower. The main gun on the T29 is the 105mm T5E1. This wasn't just a big gun, it was a high-velocity cannon capable of penetrating substantial armor at long distances. The gun's size and punch made it ideal for knocking out enemy heavy tanks before they could get close. Complementing the main gun were a series of secondary weapons, including 2.30 caliber machine guns and a .50 caliber heavy machine gun mounted on top for anti-aircraft or infantry defense. It was a heavily armed platform, designed to dominate the battlefield. Armor is another area where the T29 shines. The turret alone had up to 279mm of armor in some places, so thick that only a direct hit from a similarly powerful gun could even hope to penetrate it. The hull was also well protected, although slightly weaker compared to the turret. It featured sloped armor to deflect incoming rounds, and its large size made it ideal for absorbing damage. But perhaps the most innovative feature was the integrated rangefinder on top of the turret. This piece of optical tech allowed the crew to determine distances with high accuracy, giving the T29 a major advantage in long-range engagements. Despite its heavy armor and large frame, the T29 wasn't a total slug. Powered by a Continental AV1790 engine producing around 810 horsepower, it could reach speeds of up to 35 km per hour. Not lightning fast, but quite respectable for a tank that weighed over 64 tons. It had decent mobility on roads and solid cross-country capability for its class. Although it never fought in a real war, the T29 left a legacy that influenced future tank designs. It became a stepping stone toward later heavy tanks like the M103, and its technology helped shape the next generation of American armor. For tank enthusiasts, model builders, and gamers, the T29 remains a standout, a perfect blend of brute strength, forward-thinking